In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create hyperlinks and do some simple styling. To begin with, we have created this in the previous tutorial, this menu here underneath our header. So I'm going to create links for each one of these menu items. The first one, home, I'm going to select the text. And then I'm going to go down to the property inspector and switch it from CSS, make sure it's switched to HTML in the property inspector. And once it's switched to HTML, with the text selected, you should see a link field. And if you click inside the link field, this is where you're going to add the linked file or the linked page that you're going to go to. There are three ways to add links in Dreamweaver. The first, you can simply type in index.html and it'll take you to that page in the root folder. The second way to do it would be to click on the folder, browse for file icon here and navigate to your root folder and locate the file you want to link to. So these are internal types of links. Click open and it puts index.html in there. The last way to do it would be if you were to use the point to file tool here. In order to use that, you would open up by clicking on this reveal arrow here. You'd open up the files panel showing all the files in your root folder, and then you would click and drag from the point to file tool to the file you want to link to, in this case index.html, and it'll pop that in there. And then you can collapse that again. So three ways to do it. Notice that the hyperlink is blue underlined, standard type of link. About me. If we want to create a link to the About Me page, well, we don't have it yet, but we want it to look like we have it, and we want it to look like a link in our menu so that our page looks nice. So we can temporarily go to the link field and we can put in a # or hashtag, which is going to be a null link. And you hit return and that executes that. So about me. Same thing for gallery. We don't have a gallery page yet. Let's go down to the link field, put in a null link. Columbia website does exist. So I'm going to select Columbia. And with external types of links, you have to put in the full formal URL for this to work. You can't just put in www, but http://www.column.edu, hit return, so that's an external link. And then this last link is an email link. To create an email link, you highlight the text, go to the link field, and you type in mail to, all one word, lowercase, colon, and then the email address. And I'm going to put in mine. You put in one that you want to have a link to. Hit return, and that's all of our hyperlinks. We can test them and see if they all work as far as we can right now. I'm going to save the page. Home, loaded the page again. About me, doesn't go anywhere. Gallery doesn't go anywhere. Columbia, loads the Columbia homepage. And if I click on the email link, contact me, it does indeed launch my email window. So all of the links work. Now, what about styling them? I'm going to quit out of the browser. So if you don't like this blue underline look for your links, you can change it by creating a rule, CSS rule. So open up the CSS Designer panel and click on the plus selector. You notice it gives us ULLIA. We want to style, in order to style hyperlinks, we want to use A. And you notice it gives us a hint here. So A stands for anchor. And we just simply hit return. And all I'm going to do is go to the text properties, choose a different color. So I'm going to actually select a color from my banner artwork. So I click on the color picker, go to this orange, hit return, and so now my links are the same color as the text in my banner art. I also don't want the underline, so I go down to the text decoration properties and I choose none. That gets rid of the underline. And now the only other thing I need to do for styling is to create a rule for when the mouse hovers over a link. And to do that, I need to create a new rule. So I go back to selectors, click on the plus sign, and I'm going to this time type in a:hover. So I want a:hover is the rule for the mouse over style. And I hit return, and I'm just going to simply have a different color. When the mouse hovers over, I'm going to have the text change to, I'm going to choose this, I think the blue from the sky here, hit return. And so now I can test my hyperlinks and their styles, close the CSS panel. I'm going to go and preview it in Safari, save the CSS. So here's my page, here are my hyperlinks, and I hover over it and I get this nice subtle blue hover look. So that's how to create hyperlinks and style them.